This video is supported by Curiosity Stream. This was Dyson's EV patent filed last year. If everything went well, it were to be running on the streets of Singapore and all over the world in 2021. But it wasn't meant to be. One aspect of the EV industry gets very little attention: the fact that no EV company in the world has made money so far. Dyson shocked the world, abandoning its $2 billion EV project, quoting the hard truth: the Dyson team no longer believes its EV project is commercially viable. As someone who has been in the startup industry and lives in Singapore, I feel compelled to say a few things about the Dyson situation. Is EV industry doomed to failure, or is Dyson too late to the game? First of all, numbers speaks for themselves, and one set of numbers comparison in particular explain the true reason behind Dyson's decision to abandon its EV project. Here is the revenue and income analysis of Dyson, General Motors, and Tesla. Dyson is the aspired newcomer, and the latter are incumbents. A quarter of Dyson's revenue is net income, while the number for GM is 6% and for Tesla is -4%. If 6% profit is underwhelmingly low for Dyson, -4% will be disastrous. This is not the kind of risk Dyson is used to. Dyson announced its EV ambition in September 2017, a period of ceaseless excitement for disruption and endless interests in EV building. Tesla was at the height of its valuation, reaching $60 billion in market cap 7 years into its IPO, and the Chinese EV companies were budding and thriving. All evidences are pointing towards an opportunity of a century. Improbable though it may seem, it would be foolish for any rational person in 2017 to let the EV opportunity slip away. This includes Dyson. Already a market leader in electric motors production, it is only natural for Dyson to enter the market. So why did Dyson reverse on its decision? A series of events in the past 2 years have been pivotal to Dyson's decision to end its EV ambition. First of all, time has changed. The sense of unstoppable disruption is no longer with EV companies. Though I still believe EV is the future, the hype has nevertheless died down, with the leading EV makers in both the United States and China mired in debt. To say the least, history is still with EV companies. It's just going to arrive a lot later than we expected. There's no doubt to me that EV and gas cars are already at performance parity, meaning EV can match if not exceed gas cars' performances. But overwhelmingly, customers are still buying gas cars because of the abundance of showrooms and endless commercials on TV. There's no escaping the fact that the life cycle of a car lasts 10 to 20 years, and therefore, even if we stop selling all gas cars today, it will take 20 years to rid our streets of gasoline cars. It is the slow-moving, yet highly competitive market that hindered Dyson's EV plan. Another reason that must be brought up is that Dyson is too late to the game. Industry leaders such as Tesla have already occupied the best resources and suppliers in the market. The Chinese are even more aggressive in battery production and have pushed industry capacity to the limit. Therefore, inevitably, Dyson have to source its own suppliers and material producers at a higher cost, losing precious competitive advantage to Tesla and many Chinese EV companies. This situation is similar to what's going on with the new Google Pixel 4. Though I agree it is a fantastic smartphone, it is doomed to fail as a business because Google was too late to gather critical smartphone production resources. This would not be a problem if Dyson's promised solid-state battery is ready, but unfortunately, Dyson has not made progress in its battery technology. This means Dyson will not have a crucial technological edge and will fall into the fierce competition trap where competitors push down prices, which make the competition very capital intensive. We also need to put this situation into a bigger global context. After the WeWork saga, bankers have lost interest in lending money to a capital-intensive technology operation because of the associated risks. Additionally, this also has something to do with the fast-changing Chinese EV industry. First of all, it's become more competitive. The reason why Dyson dares to join the EV industry is because of its engine know-how and the simpler manufacturing process as a result of much less moving parts in an EV than in a gasoline car. This means lower entry barrier for any EV company and resulted in the emergence of many Chinese EV companies. Secondly, the Chinese government has also greatly reduced EV incentives. In China, where Dyson had expected to be its largest market, sales of battery cars fell for the first time in July this year because of a slowing market and a cut in government subsidies for between $2,000 to $7,000 per car. All of this played a role in the final decision of ending Dyson's EV endeavor. One question I get asked a lot is how will this decision affect Singapore? The answer is negative. Singapore wouldn't be affected that much. Dyson has not invested into Singapore's factory, nor has Dyson hired a lot of people in Singapore. Another disappointment that I've got in the past few months is that from the sources I've talked to, what I realized was that Dyson is not hiring a lot of design engineers in Singapore to build that EV. Rather, Dyson is focused on hiring people who can build the manufacturing line for manufacturing Dyson's EV in Singapore. And also Dyson has only hired, I think, a dozen of people, which means I think 12, 15 people in Singapore focused not on designing the car. Those are done back in UK. They're focused here in Singapore on the manufacturing, acquiring suppliers, acquiring the manufacturing equipment, tooling for the Singapore factory here. But I think the most important reflection all of us, the tech lovers, the auto enthusiasts, need to think about is our assessment of the industry. From all the sources I think we can get available to us, Dyson's decision is the most reliable one, because if you think about it, the Wall Street analysts and perhaps even auto founders like Elon Musk and some auto founders in China, they're kind of biased. There are many people on Wall Street who has vested interest into seeing Tesla fail. They want Tesla to fail so that they can make billions of dollars. And those people's views, albeit perhaps professional, they're extremely biased. We shouldn't be listening to them. But also we have to be honest to ourselves and to know that Elon, as the founder of an electric car company, his view is also biased because of his passion for the project and his vested interest in the project. So I think Dyson's decision to back out of the EV industry is an extremely sobering event that we have to take into consideration to understand the industry dynamics, the competition, the downward trend of the Chinese EV industry, the hard reality of acquiring suppliers in Southeast Asia as well as in China. All of those factors played a role, and I think when we doing analysis of the industry, we have to take those factors into consideration. So here's what I think. The industry is entering into a period of frugality. All companies need to take extreme caution into understanding the dynamics of the industry, because with just one bad decision, you're gone. One thing I would love to see though is Dyson continuing its work on developing batteries and motors technology. It would be a pity to abandon years of R&D because of the shifts in market conditions. We need all the bright minds we have to advance electric cars and renewable technology. If you're interested in understanding where technology will lead us in the future, check out CuriosityStream, a subscription streaming service that offers thousands of documentaries from some of the world's best filmmakers. And if you do so, this episode on the future of transportation is where you should start. Under Dream the Future series, there are many exhilarating episodes on how technology could transform the future of sports, entertainment, waste management, so on and so forth. Other than this series, CuriosityStream has an entire section focused on transportation, which is something we all care about. CuriosityStream offers our audience 1 month free trial as long as you sign up with the link down below with the code curiouselephant. Once your free trial is up, they charge $19.99 a year, which is only $1.67 a month. Another great news for our audience right now is that the annual subscription of CuriosityStream also comes with free Nebula, a streaming video platform built by and for independent creators like CGP Grey, Minute Physics, and Wendover. There are many exciting exclusive content on Nebula as well, so sign up for CuriosityStream to try out both platforms today.